That's the way to do it.
If you're going on a date, a job interview, or simply a shopping trip, the way you talk can make a massive difference. Take control of your voice and you get what you want.
Oh, yes.
Voice coach Valentine Palmer runs voice control classes, and we went along with new student Angela to follow her first class. Before we speak to them, let's take a look.
Tell me everything about yourself and everything you think I ought to know that will impress me in 60 seconds, starting now. Where you go?
My name is Angela. I'm 38 years old. I have worked in finance for 15 years.
What about your voice? Did you notice anything or feel anything about your voice? It got smaller and smaller and smaller. It was very quiet. Now, why do you think you would lose power in your voice? Where does the power of the voice come from?
From the lungs.
Exactly. Now, R as in car. Give me R. Big mouth open. R. Now, less tone, more of a sigh, more air. Get lots of air in. And R. Now say car. Car. That's it. Now ooh. Ooh. Now say shoe. Shoe. Excellent.
And we have Valentine and Angela here with us today. Okay, so Valentine, I'm going to talk to you in just a moment, but Angela, why did you first decide to go to the class?
I was asked to give a presentation in front of a group of ladies and I was petrified, so I decided to contact Valentine to help me.
Okay, and has it made a big difference?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, now Valentine, how does the way we speak affect everyday life and cause problems?
Well, I think we are as we're perceived. So, you know, if people hear a very small voice, or if you mumble, then they assume you have no confidence and they lose interest in you. And we get very excited when we're nervous. You know, the nervous system speeds up, and so the voice speeds up and you get faster and faster, and then everything gets tense and it gets higher and higher, and it disappears like a hole in the top of your head, really, isn't it?
And people don't like that, to listen to that sort of thing. Okay, so what are your top tips for helping?
All right. Well, the main thing is obviously to talk slower. Most of us talk too fast. If you think you're talking too slowly, you're probably talking about right. If you think you're talking too loudly, you're probably talking about right. Because most people talk too quietly and they don't open the mouth. Open the mouth, articulate, let's hear the words. And also breath. Look, you see, we've got these huge lungs and people don't realize how big their lungs are. And actually, you can get lots of air in and then you can support the voice and you can push it out there. If you don't get it in, you can't push it out.
And this isn't just for actors we're talking about, this is for everybody,
this is for
in everyday life.
In everyday life, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what other tips then have you got for us, please?
Well, for instance, on the telephone. A lot of people are terrified of using the telephone. And the thing about the telephone is there's nothing except your voice. The other person can't see you. They may never have seen you.
And we all do that. Not
yeah. And they judge you by your voice on the telephone. There's no need to shout. You know, you don't have to say, I'm on the phone. You don't have to do that. You can be quite intimate. But if you don't get enough air in, again, if you're nervous, then the voice is going to get very high-pitched and you're going to talk very fast and they're going to miss it all. If you get enough air in, then the voice can be warm and confident and reassuring, even sexy.
Okay, well, okay. Now, are there any exercises that we can do to improve all of this?
The main thing is to get enough air in and to breathe in, fill the whole lungs, but push it out using these muscles at the bottom of the lungs, which we call the diaphragm. And there's something I've created called, we call it vocal kung fu. And that is, we breathe in, and then we push in here and push it out like, ah, hey, he, yeah?
But you can't do that on the telephone or on a first date. People will look at you as if you're a bit strange. Ah, tell me about the...
No, but you can do it in the bathroom before you go on the date.
I see, before you go on the date.
Yes.
That'd be better on the
Okay, any other exercises would be good for us?
The main thing is breathing. And I must tell you, Frank Sinatra learned to do his phrasing by swimming underwater. by holding his breath and seeing how long he could hold it till he let it out again. And that's really important. Try walking down the road, taking in a deep breath as you go, and see how slowly you can let it out. Because then you won't trail off at the end of sentences the way some people do.
Yes, okay. And also the sing-songy thing as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, we do talk in Britain on one note very much. If you go to Italy, they will say, ah, buongiorno, signorina. You know, they like have a song in their voice because they sing. And the more air you can get in, I
It's
keep
all
going
about
back
breathing.
to this. It's all breathing.
We all just need to
because a lot of us
breathe,
are walking
really.
around, we look clinically dead. Yeah,
Okay,
we don't-
all right.
we?
So,
Yeah.
Angela, now you're going to have a go. I know you have been nervous about doing this, but the very best of luck to you. You want to have a go at doing your speaking after being working with Valentine. Go for it.
Well done.
Hello, my name is Angela, and I'm very excited about my new voice. With the help of Valentine, I'm now able to speak clearly and concisely and get my message across. Thank you, Valentine.
Oh! Well, I have to say you sounded incredibly confident. And if anybody would have no idea that you had been nervous, because you were very nervous in makeup, but you were fantastic. And Valentine, we all need to breathe, really.
Well done.
Yes.
Okay, now you've got a top tip
Yes.
about if you're ever being... Now listen to this, everybody. If you're
Okay.
ever chased by the police,
It's very important.
just in case...
It's very important with a voice to be assertive. And the time when you really need to be assertive is when you're cruising along at the odd 90 miles an hour, no, sorry, the odd 71 miles an hour, and you see the blue light in the back, and you go, ee-ah, and you get pulled up. Get out of the car, take a deep breath, walk towards the gentleman getting out of the car with the blue light and say, "Good morning, officer, is there a problem?" And you probably won't have a problem.
Okay, and also to do, huh!
Oh,
Maybe
yes.
not.
Not with the
policeman.
policeman.
Okay, Valentine, thank you very much indeed.
Well done, Valentine.
Thank you.